Hey YouTube, welcome and welcome back to the channel. I am not at all happy to be the only guy bringing the bad news, but someone has to talk about these things. Today you will know everything about the Rode Interview Pro, the goods, the bads, and what it should have been. I will answer all possible questions you might have in this video. I was so looking forward to replacing every reporter style microphone setup that I have with the Rode Interview Pro, so I purchased it myself and I used it for a while now. Unfortunately, this is not as practical as I thought it would be. So I will be returning this product, and before I do that, I am making this video explaining why it is an impractical microphone for the intended purpose. What am I using for the reporter style microphone setup? It is a Zoom F3 with the Rode NT-G5 and Rode Wireless Pro transmitter while the receiver stays on the camera. Either that or the Sennheiser MK600 with the Rode Wireless Pro transmitter. What is the Rode Interview Pro? Can it replace my reporter style microphone setup? Let's check it out. Rode Interview Pro is a reporter style microphone which has a very low handling noise thanks to its unique and cute looking shock mount for its capsule. So how is the sound? The entirety of this video is recorded using the Rode Interview Pro, and this room is definitely untreated room. There's a lot of echo going on, and there's the air condition and my computer fan noise. I'm sitting in the middle of the room, and this is how it sounds. It sounds great and the handling noise is little to none. That's good news. How is the sound rejection compared to my current setup? Sound rejection in the off-axis position of my current setup is definitely better, while it is not that bad in the Rode Interview Pro, being an omnidirectional microphone. It definitely picks up all of the surrounding sounds as you can hear from the audio samples, but if you keep the mic closer to the audio source, due to its good signal to noise ratio at 74 decibels, the audio signal from the source overpowers the noise. Rode NT-G5 does have a better signal to noise ratio at 84 decibels. The link for the full video of the audio comparison is in the description below. Rode Interview Pro is an audio recorder that can internally record 32-bit float audio. Once the audio is recorded, how easy is it to handle these files? To use the audio files that are internally available in the internal memory of the Rode Interview Pro, you will have to install Rode Central software on the computer, then unscrew the Rode Interview Pro, find the USB Type-C port, connect the Rode Interview Pro and the computer using the USB Type-C cable. Then the Rode Interview Pro will be detected and the files can be accessed using the File Explorer. The files can be copied and pasted to another location from where it can be used for editing purposes. The files can only be deleted altogether using the Rode Central app, or it can be left as it is. We cannot select only few files and delete them as a batch. The files cannot be deleted from the File Explorer either. This will bite me hard if I am in a pinch, which I will explain in a bit. Here is where I want to draw the comparison between the Rode Interview Pro and my other audio recording setups. That is the Zoom F3 with the Rode NT-G5 setup and the DJI Mic 2 with Sennheiser MK600 setup versus the Rode Interview Pro. Can Zoom F3 and DJI Mic 2 record 32-bit float audio? Yes, they can. How long can they record? Zoom F3 has an expandable memory and it supports micro SD cards up to memory 1 TB. The Rode has built-in 32 GB storage, of which 28 GB can be used to store audio files. I definitely prefer having memory card slot as I can swap for an empty memory card if the memory is full. The Zoom F3 display can show how many more memory is available to record in the form of hours that can be recorded, but there is no indication on how much more memory is available to record on the Rode Interview Pro or the DJI Mic 2. Let's say that you're in the field recording audio and you would have no way of knowing when the memory is getting full, and even if you notice that the Rode Interview Pro stopped recording due to full memory, you will need a computer with the Rode Central software installed to offload the data before continuing to record again. Even though the DJI Mic 2 cannot display the memory left to record, any computer or smartphone can recognize the DJI Mic 2 or the Zoom F3 as external memory, and you will be able to offload your audio temporarily over to the smartphone if you're in a pinch, and you will still be able to continue to record audio with these devices. This constraint cannot be undermined, and that is why it is more important for the manufacturers to provide swappable memory. This is definitely not possible with the Rode Interview Pro. One more thing I want to mention is that whoever has designed this foam have no clue how to design a foam for omnidirectional microphones. As you can see here, The top side of this foam is actually pretty thick when compared to the sides of the foam. This is an omnidirectional microphone. If I were to shout from the side, it's going to have the same plosives and sibilants as I were to shout from the top. Just because the capsule is facing upwards, maybe they have designed the foam like this. Let me know in the comments down below if that is of any consideration. Let's say that you forgot to remove older recordings and you are at the field recording newer audio and you find that the Rode Interview Pro stopped recording due to the full memory. You have no way of just deleting the older unwanted recordings. You either have the option to delete everything or keep everything and you will be stuck without having the ability to record any further. That's a pain in the butt. I would want the Rode Interview Pro to have a tiny display or any indication to show how full the memory is, or at least behave like the DJI Mic 2 that is able to connect to the smartphones and to be discovered as an external device. Even with the Rode Interview Pro connected to the smartphone via the cable, you will have no control over the memory in the Rode Central mobile app. Is it easy to access the data transfer port? Zoom F3 and the DJI Mic 2 have their USB Type-C ports outside at a convenient location. You will have to unscrew the Rode Interview Pro every single time when you need to access the port. This port is not only used to transfer data but is also used to charge the Rode Interview Pro. I will expand more on this later. In my opinion, this is one of the biggest mistakes from the design point of view. I don't know why they did not think this through before releasing this product to the public. I would never approve of such an impractical design. More than the inconvenience of unscrewing and screwing back every single time we need to charge or transfer data, it makes me paranoid looking at the open mic. If water or dust are the reasons behind keeping the port inside the body, we have to understand Zoom F3 and DJI Mic 2 are mostly used outdoors and in adverse weather conditions, but their ports are still outside and don't affect the operation at all. I simply cannot fathom the reason behind the deliberate design inconvenience. Can Rode Interview Pro record internally and transmit audio to the receiver while being charged? Yes, it can, and so can my other setups. Speaking about the battery, Zoom F3 has replaceable batteries and so I can quickly swap the batteries and continue recording without having the hassle of unscrewing the device, connecting the wires and charging it. Again, for this reason, I would want the charging port to be outside. The port being inside is just impractical. Can the device record audio internally while transmitting the audio to the receiver simultaneously? Yes, they can. While the Rode Interview Pro and the DJI Mic 2 can transmit on their own, Zoom F3 sends a line out to the transmitter like the Rode Wireless Pro transmitter, which in turn sends a signal to the Rode Wireless Pro receiver. All these are done while the audio is being still recorded internally into each of these devices. Are they easily operable? Rode Interview Pro has a power button at the bottom. The power button is quite hard to press and also has other functions. Long press to on or off the device, a single press to enter into the pairing mode. The on button on the Rode Interview Pro has a LED light that displays different status of the microphone. It displays if the mic is on, if the mic is recording, if the mic is in the pairing mode, or if the mic is low on battery. I would want such a critically important button with so many critical functions to be placed at a location where it is recessed but still is accessible and is visible. This button being at the bottom compels me to turn the microphone upside down every single time if I want to know the status. While recording, there is no way of glancing quickly to know the status. If the button were to be at the gold dots position, it would have been so much more convenient. There are so many ways to make the on-off button more accessible. What would be more desirable is having the vibration feedback like it is in the DJI Mic 2 when the buttons are pressed. Talking about the bottom of the Rode Interview Pro, I would have wanted a flat bottom so that I can place the microphone on its bottom. Now that there is an antenna protruding out of the bottom, I will have to place it sideways on the floor or on the table. That induces more paranoia that the microphone will get scuffed. In fact, it would have been so much more nicer if they have provided a tripod mount screw hole to connect with the tabletop tripod to place it down. There is one such hole with the Zoom F3 and both of my setup involves tiny tripods that can be placed wherever possible without the devices getting damaged, hence less paranoia. Speaking of the antennae, I would love them to be inside the device just like the Rode Wireless Pro transmitters rather than being outside. In fact, they are using the same frequency to transmit the data, so I wonder why they need to be outside. Rode Interview Pro is released in 2024, so it would have been so much nicer if this microphone had wireless data transfers like our cameras and Bluetooth connectivity options to our smartphones like the DJI Mic 2. But unfortunately, they are not available in the Rode Interview Pro, and this is a missed opportunity. With that said, even if the Rode Interview Pro sounds better than the Rode Wireless Pro transmitters, even if the Rode Interview Pro is less of a hassle to hold than my current reporter setup, since this Rode Interview Pro is such a pain in the butt for everything else, I will be returning this product and keep using my other setups. That's it for the video, folks. Thanks for watching and peace.